Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is TDC, and welcome to the finale of Hypermine MODSAUCE. Guys, it's finally time. We are resetting the world. We are going to a newer mod pack, and I just thought we'd say goodbye to this world today, man. We're going to take a quick look around, kind of see what's going on, and talk about some of the funner things we've done here in this world. First and foremost being, what's up, dude? My sandcastle, man. So this is where I very first started on the server, man. So spawn is right over this way. If we fly over here rather quickly, you will see where everybody started off on the server. And this is it, right here. I think right here on this beach was the original spawn point for everybody. We are loading very slow today. But yeah, so I think we all spawned like right here, and the guys, by the time I logged in, these guys already had like a super shack all set up over here. It looked much different than this, what it looks like now. I think Drax and I don't know if Lone Wolf or a couple different people set this up, and over here this was kind of like the community hut, and everybody pretty much branched off and did their own thing. But over here we had like this XP tank and different things like that. You could come over here and enchant your stuff with the enchantment table plus, or whatever that thing is called. But yeah, this was a fun world, man. I had a lot of fun on MODSAUCE. Now, I didn't get quite as far as I would have liked, because videos, the whole time that we had this going on, it was a very interesting time in my life. I had a lot of different things going on the outside, in real world, and it just kind of took away from some of the things that I would have liked to have gotten done here on this server. But I think we're going to try to really command and conquer our way through the next mod pack. So there's a lot of stuff that I want to do. What is going on with all these chests? What is all this? Sifted, tick, holy, lapis. Great. I don't know what all this stuff is. Just a bunch of random stuff? Looks like it. I don't know. But yeah, so there was a bunch of different stuff going on over here. I think this was Lone Wolf's. I want to say it was Lone Wolf. I can't remember exactly whose it was. But they had this blood magic thing going on over here, and I don't know what these are called. It's called like an altar, blood magic altar thing. So this is the thing. It's been here pretty much since day 2 of the server, and that's where I think somebody's life essence, I believe, is what it's called in blood magic. But that's been there for a while. And then over here was gonna be the spawn town of Hypermine MODSAUCE, but it never really turned out that way. So we had Drax set up right here, and then over here we have Lone Wolf's castle. Yeah, right in here. So he was set up inside that mountain, and I think that was Nikozi's place here, which I think this is like the one and only thing he ever built on this server. Does it say? Yeah, this is Nikozi. But yeah, so he got some advanced genetic stuff up and going. Can I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Help! Help! Here we go. But yeah, so it never really turned out quite exactly, I think, as everybody had planned, but it did come out pretty cool. So we got a lot of work done over here. We had some farms here, and then Drax set up this auto farm and stuff here. I think it looks like it's been all torn down since then, but yeah. So this was the thing over here, and then we come over here. We got Woolie's tree, which is somewhere over here. Here it is. Yeah, so Woolly Creeper, when he was playing, he was set up over here in this tree, and I called it the lag tree because there was something in here that was just driving my frames crazy. I couldn't see anything, couldn't do anything hardly when I came over here in his base, and it looks like it's actually been cleared up since then. It's still a bit laggy, but it's not quite as bad as it was. And here's his helipad. He had his helicopter sitting here, it kept disappearing. So there was a problem with one of the helicopters that just like disappeared all the time, so that was kind of weird. And then over here we got Raven Shield's place, and this base is really, really cool. So he had kind of like this factory thing going on. Now we're not going to go inside or anything like that. I want to make this video kind of quick today, but yeah, so he had this really cool factory, and then he had like his I think this was his witchery hut, his haunted house thing going on, which was pretty cool. And then over here we had Lapis and Iron Face's base. This place was awesome. Just a really rad looking base. I really liked it. But yeah, so now we'll just kind of head over and take a look at some of the stuff that we've done and the things that I thought were pretty fun on this server. So first and foremost, we spawned in over there, and then we came over here and we found this desert temple. Now I turned this desert temple into my base of operations. I called it the Sand Castle, and I had a lot of fun, man. This was, I think, one of the coolest bases I've ever built. I've ever built. But I started off here in just a single pyramid, and it got really cramped really fast. So what I ended up doing was just split it up, and I made 4 extra ones. So if you come out here, we come out to the top, you can kind of see what we did. So we basically just replicated the one desert temple into a couple of different other ones. Now on each side of the desert temple, we had like different things going on. So like on this side, I had my laser from Buildcraft lasers. I had this set up in here. Never really got a whole lot of use out of that. But then on this side, I had my Tinker's stuff and kind of the different enchanters, the Flan stuff, and yeah, I don't know. It was pretty cool. I didn't get to utilize too much of this place, and this is my old storage system. So I used to have all my deep stores and stuff set up in here. You can see, I think these guys are still empty. Yep. Oh, excuse me, nose itch. But yeah, so this is where we had everything set up. This was kind of like the central area of my sandcastle base, and this is my inner chest. It was set up to the quarry, and then from here it would just get split up and done up into all these different areas here. Oh, we got some gun. Do we have ammo? No. We don't have any ammo. Flan's mod was cool. We didn't get to use it very much. No, we're out of ammo. But yeah, I had a lot of fun over here, and over here we had our mob spawner. If we come down here, there's not a whole lot going on. We just had like an auto spawner thing going on. Can we go down, please? Thank you. With the grinders and everything set up with the fans pushing them back into the back so they wouldn't stand up here in the front row and not get killed. Now I had originally planned to have 3 different chambers here for different ones, but I ended up not really using that too much. And not soon after building all of this, I ended up going out and finding our new base. So I don't know, this place was really cool. I definitely think it would be fun to build something like this again and really kind of do a lot of other cool stuff with it, but I don't know, we'll just have to see. So yeah, now we're just gonna head over to our Halo base. Man, this was, I think, one of the coolest bases I have ever made. And like I said, this was a rebuild of an old base I used to have on the Technical Beast server, but I never got around to finishing it. And over here, I'm gonna say we got this thing finished, man. We did so much stuff here. There was a lot of emptiness still in the base that we didn't get to take care of, but I think in the time that we've been on the server and the things that we have done, I can say that we accomplished this base to the fullest. So yeah, for those of you who are new or haven't seen much of my MODSAUCE stuff, this is the Halo base, which is basically just a modular style base, and we could add different rings and add different platforms and stuff as we moved on. Now the reason I called it the Halo is because each one of these platforms has a ring going around the outside, and I don't know, man, I think this thing turned out really cool. Let's see if we can get everything to load in here though. I want you guys to see it all. See it all! There's so much stuff going on here, and it's really about time for a reset. It's getting really laggy, and I think I will probably try to learn from my mistakes, is because I have a lot of stuff going on and very few chunks here. So I have a lot of machines all set up in like, you know, just a couple of different chunks here inside the base, and I think that really kind of takes a toll on the frames. So that's something we'll kind of work around in the next playthrough, and we'll kind of make sure we don't do that kind of thing. But yeah, so we'll start down here on the main floor. So this is where you come in when you come in through the portal, and now in here is where I have my AE2 system, or AE system, set up. Now this was a really fun experience because I did not know anything about AE2 coming into this mod or this mod pack. And now with a lot of help from some of the other guys, Armitage and Ravens, I learned a lot about this, and I'm super excited about setting up another one on the future server, because I know what I'm doing now for the most part. There's still a few hiccups here and there, but it's going to be a lot of fun setting this all up and getting this all going, because I had a lot of fun setting it up, all the auto crafting and different things like that. It was a very slow and tedious project, but once we got it all set up and done, it was a lot of fun, man. I gotta say, AE2 is a really cool mod. If you've never messed with it, it takes a little, the learning curve is kind of high, but once you figure it out, you can have so much fun with this mod. It's just ridiculous. So we got our portal to the mining world there. We've got all our drives here, and we got a compact machine here. Let's see if I got my little thingamajig, our Game Boy. Yeah, there it is. Take this guy, and then we can score it in here, and this is where our automated crystal farm is set up. So with AE2, You need a lot of different crystals and things like that, and it's all set up here. So basically the reason we built it inside this compact machine is so that it was magnet proof and it wouldn't be affected by our magnet when we were walking around in our base, because it drops thing into this puddle here, and then if you got your magnet on, it'll just suck it right out of the puddle, which is really annoying. But this was pretty cool. So Armitage helped me set this all up, and I had originally started off with Woolly Creeper's design inside the compact machine, but it just didn't work as well. It's a little bit more compact. Armitage showed me, I think it was just a little bit newer of a way to do it. But I had a lot of fun here at this base, man. So now we can go up, and this is our deep storage room. Our deep storage room, man. There are so many deep stores here, and this is holding all of our stuff. Basically, the reason that I wanted to set this up is so we wouldn't have to use a whole bunch of drives for our AE system. So if we come back down here, now I have a lot of drives in here, but most of them I think are pretty much empty for the most part. And yeah, see, man, almost all of these are empty because they're all set up with the deep stores, which makes it a lot easier, I think. And plus it just looks cool. It looks cool to have kind of like this room here with all these deep stores and different things like that. Now let's go up one more. This is where I got started kind of into the what is this, the mechanism mod. I played around with a couple of different things, and we had these elite factories here, which is like a super smelter 9000, crazy fast system set up for all like our ore processing and different things like that, and then everything from mechanism that you needed. It was a lot of fun to figure all this out. So it's kind of interesting, all the different mods and stuff that we actually got to take a look at. With this mod pack, there were so many mods that we never got around to looking at everything, but I don't know, I had a blast with all this. So I've been using advanced genetics pretty much since day one, man. We got the advanced genetics flight, we got the night vision, we got resistance, we got featherfall, all kinds of stuff. We can't really see anything here, but advanced genetics is a really, really cool mod. It's very fun for early game stuff, so it gives you something really to focus on and kind of take hold of there. But that's pretty much it for that floor. Now we come up here and we come to the lag pad. So this was the Halo Hotel, the Halo Suite. This is kind of basically just something I wanted to do with the modded building blocks and different things like that, and just make something that look pretty cool. So we got our swag couch over here, little reading nook, and then we've got our bedroom over here on this side, which is pretty fun, pretty cool stuff going on over here. We've got the skylights, I think, yeah, from Remote IO. This was pretty cool. This is my little computer desk. We can sit right here, type away, play some games, do whatever we need to. There we go. Shut the curtains, man. Nobody wants to see us. But yeah, then we come over here to my favorite part, which is the kitchen, man. I had a lot of fun setting all this up, and it was really, really interesting to see what we could do with the micro blocks. This was not really all that long ago that we made the kitchen here, but I think it came out really cool, man. I had a lot of fun setting all this up. And then what else do we got going on over here? That one's empty. Up here is empty. This is where I was going to do my Galacticraft stuff, but we never got around to it. Now I guess we can go back down. Actually, yeah, let's go back down. We're gonna go check out our bottom floor here. I started with mariculture over here. Never really got around to doing anything with it, but I thought it would have been fun to do all our mariculture stuff down here on the bottom floor since we were close to the ocean. And then down here we've got our big reactor, which I should have taken more use out of or done more things with, but I never did. So I think the next playthrough we're really going to focus on the big reactors and do some cool stuff with that, get our power that way instead of using the windmills like we did this time around. Since we're pretty much using windmills to power our entire base and get all our RF that way, I think using the big reactors is going to be more fun and more interesting. So we've got all our resident energy battery bank here, and down here we had our oil and fuel that I had originally made for our Galacticraft adventures, but we never got around to that, unfortunately, sadly enough. But from what I hear, we're not missing too much, so not too bad. But out here, this was I had a lot of fun. The lag is so real over here, man. I keep falling off of this thing and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But I had a lot of fun setting all this stuff up over here, man. This was our farming area. We got the XP berries all set up there, and then we had some forestry stuff going on here with the, I think these are just potatoes, yeah. I had a ton of potatoes, man, and our rubber trees and a bunch of different stuff here. I've got our sweet giant tree that we made last episode. This was from the Twilight Forest, so we were able to collect up this giant tree, and I just think this looks really cool. It's just so gnarly, man. Just a giant tree, no big deal. And then over here, I think was one of the funnest projects I've ever done. This is Growthcraft. I set this all up for automation. So now in here we've got fermented grape wine and the extended grape wine, all kinds of different stuff. It's all completely automated, and I had a lot of fun setting all this up. So over here, I think we've got the apple cider, yeah, and some different stuff. I had a lot of fun setting all this up. It was pretty cool. We got our different farms here, and I was gonna do some other cool stuff here, but like I said, it's done. We didn't get around to finishing everything, but we're gonna call this base done, man. We've had so much fun here, and I've had a lot of fun just playing, even off camera, man. I had a lot of fun learning some of the mods, and it's been a long time since I've had like a serious mod pack playthrough, and it was nice for me to be able to learn some of the more updated mods and stuff like that. So maybe MODSAUCE was just kind of a segue into what's going to be coming, but we'll just kind of have to play it by ear and see what happens. But over here was our mob grinder, man. We have a bunch of different stuff going on in here. I think in here we have witches and replicators, and down here we have wither skeletons and red caps, which spawn coal from the Twilight Forest. We have Gozira. Oh, this thing is still running. Whoops. Oh, I guess that's okay, because this one turns off. It's not a tier 5 soul shard, so it turns off when I'm too far away from it. It turns on when I'm close. Then we got blaze spawns there. Oh, the lever doesn't even work with that, does it? So it's on right now. If I turn this down is on, up is off. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Then we got creeper and enderman up here with the quicksand, so they won't run away or blow each other up, that kind of thing. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And we come over here, we've got our helipad, which was a request from Wooly Creeper when he was playing on the server. He suggested everybody had a helipad so that he could come and land and hang out, which is pretty cool. I had a lot of fun doing that. And then this was our brine thingamajig, salination chamber, which made brine for our sulfur plant, which was this guy here. I had a lot of fun setting this up too. This was a very complicated thing for me and my tiny brain, but we got it all figured out. It's working. It's an automated sulfur farm thing. It's pretty cool. But over here we've got Botania. So this was kind of like one of the last things that we started here. We got Flower, Flower the cow. He's just chilling up here, and this is pretty cool. So it's been a little while since I've been on, so all of these guys are pretty much full now. We have so much mana to work with, and we're never gonna get to use it, unfortunately. But yeah, so it is sad to see this place go, but I am proud of the accomplishment that we made so far, because I mean this is a cool base. You can't look at this and tell me that this isn't a cool looking base. I had a lot of fun setting this all up. Now I don't think we're gonna ever do anything like this again in the future, because like I said, it's very close together and very laggy. Now I know a lot of that has to do with my computer, because a lot of people said they didn't have problems with it, but I think we're gonna try to do things differently in the future. We'll see. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. There's not too much else to show here. I don't think I'm missing anything. We've got our tree farm here. I think that's pretty much about it. I had to set up the aversion obelisk to keep squid from spawning, because those guys were crazy and giving me all kinds of lag problems, and getting rid of them helped quite a bit. But I'm trying to make sure we didn't miss anything. I think that's pretty much it. I wanted to keep this video kind of short and sweet. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of sense in going over each one of the mods, because we're probably going to be taking a look at them again in the next mod pack, so that's a thing. But yeah, I don't know, it came out pretty cool, man. I had a lot of fun here in this world, and it's gonna be missed for sure, but maybe it's time to move on and do some other things. So yeah. But anyways, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little reminiscent tour of some of the stuff that we did here on the Hypermine server. Look forward to the next series, or the next season of Hypermine whatever, Hypermine modded. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. I can't wait. And man, this place just looks rad, dude. Look at everything. It looks so cool. I love it. But yeah, so anyways, hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time for some more mods. Peace!